can play.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Absolutely amazing.
He hits the under, he hits the over, he hits the straight. They're all the same speed, so you just have to be in place to block one of them.
Okay, all right.
Now, Marco, very creative. I think he's the most creative player, since Joey Liss in North Carolina. And he can hit any shot. You saw his wingspan, 80 inches. There's nowhere on the table he can't reach.
Yeah, no doubt. So that first face-off, they're going to have to re-face off. That puck flied. Steve wins the first possession. Good block by Marco.
Same play.
Close on that cross-straight attempt by Marco. Good block by Steve on the left wall under attempt.
Yeah, good hold from Marco.
Yeah, that's one thing that I for Steve, his next level is doing a little more with that drift. He was where he was when he made that shot, and he does that more so early on in a match than he does later. But he definitely did it right there, and it was a nice cross straight by Marco. There's that right wall under that Steve has been hitting all day long on anybody and everyone. Good hustle there by Steve. I love watching players that hustle on the table.
Oh, yeah, both these players definitely want it. Steve, I don't know if anyone's talked about it or if he's mentioned it in any interviews, but he was actually feeling a lot of pressure coming into this tournament as the highest-ranked player.
Yeah, no doubts. And I actually have talked about it's a different world, man, when you have that kind of weight on your shoulders. There's a beautiful right wall over hit by Marco there. Now up 2-1. But yeah, when you feel the weight on your shoulders, like every little thing you do, you feel pressure that you got to be amazing on the table, and all you got to do is go play your game. But you certainly feel like you need to play the best in the world, and be the best when you're favored.
Oh, controversy.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
So we're calling that for Marco there. Again, 2-1 Marco in this first game. This is best of 5. So each game, first 1 to 7 wins. In this format, it's best of 5 games. So the first 1 to 3 advances. And this is for the finals. So the winner of this will be in the finals, where they will have to be beaten twice in order to lose, and they will only have to win once in order to win the entire thing. So, little unforced error there.
Yeah,
that's
both
a
players,
wicked spin on it. Yeah.
They have guaranteed top 3 on the podium, correct?
Yes, they do. But let me tell you, you never want to think that, man.
All right, of course.
Because whenever you think it, it happens to you. So hopefully neither one of these guys is thinking it. We see what happens here.
Yeah, I know Marco's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. They were actually just talking about it outside, but Marco's dropped to, outside of the top 10 in North Carolina despite how well he's playing.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, so he's currently ranked 11 in North Carolina.
Oh, man. Yep.
But I think he came here to, make a little bit of a statement, especially, he beat Riff. Riff's top 10. Steve's currently ranked 3. So if he beats Steve here, I'm sure there's going to be a couple challenges issued.
Heck yeah. I have a feeling there'll be challenges issued regardless, but good block there by Marco.
Timeout call.
All right, timeout call by Steve. It is tied 2-2.
In the first game.
Yep. So again, lots at stake here.
Ready? In play.
A lot of pride at stake in addition, with being top players in North Carolina.
Still in play.
They may be here in Texas, but they're playing for that Carolina pride.
3, 2.
Now 3-2, Marco.
Yeah, a little sloppy from Steve to lose the puck there.
Yeah, unforced errors, man. I'm telling you, it's oh my God, what a beautiful left wall under by Marco there. I got to see that again. If it lets me here.
Over. Ready? And play.
Somehow I missed it. Good block by Marco. Now that I like more from Steve. There's a little bit more of a drift. So it puts the defense in a little bit more of a predicament where they have to kind of, you know, commit versus when it's not moving at all and he just makes a quick shot.
Yeah, he needs to catch that and set up. Play his own offense.
That's it. Oh, another great shot there. Strong from Marco. Another left wall. Look at that.
Yeah, just beat Steve there.
Yep. Steve answers with a right wall under. It's 5-3 now.
Good block.
Another right wall from Steve. Now 4-5.
Oh, is that a little trick shot?
Wow, that one got away there from Marco, but Steve hit a powerful right wall bank, but Marco was there to block it. Possession,
Yeah,
Marco.
a little bit of a heat check, right?
Yeah,
You know, he scored 2 in a row. He's like, go for the third one.
Absolutely.
So good transition or adjustment by Marco to be able to block it the third time.
Marco again going for that left wall under. Really attacking Steve's left side. Again, another powerful right wall bank by Steve.
5-5. Ready?
Yeah, tied up 5-5. Good hold.
Game point.
Another right wall bank. Game point 5 now, Steve. He has come back from being down 5-3.
Game point.
Answered by a
6-6.
left wall under from Marco.
Wow.
Good get.
Timeout call.
Good
Time
timeout.
out. It was a great get right there. Good reaction by Marco to get that get. And those possessions are
10
huge.
seconds.
Let's see if he can make it pay off here.
In play.
Such a huge point to get game 1 for both players. Good discipline from Steve there defensively. That one got away from Steve. Marco's holding on to it. Went for a cut straight. Went for a cross, but he was off the mark. Steve went for an over. Oh my goodness. Steve was off the mark on that.
In play.
Two great blocks.
Yeah, by those guys. Cut straight to take
7-6.
game 1. Marco, 7-6. Taking his time, made a good shot. Good wind up.
I'm tired.
Came way back on that puck to get that wind up in there and sneak it by Steve's defense. Let's hear what Vince has to say.
Okay. Yeah, good. Coach there. Yeah, don't follow the drift.
I don't know if the over's there. I really want to hit it, and I don't think it's there.
It was there. You hit a few of them.
I hit 3 unders in a row, and I want to keep hitting more.
Well,
It historically worked, and I don't know.
it dug you out of a hole.
It feels there.
It did, yeah. You've got some momentum right now. Just keep it rolling.
I think I'm going to pop more.
Yeah.
See if I can hit that
Yeah.
over there.
Do it. Execute it. Execute it.
That's all it is, I think, at this point.
Right, yeah.
It's not
Yeah, you
distracting.
know each other's games so well, yeah. Just executing it, yeah. Playing fundamental defense. Yeah. Holding.
Yeah, great advice there. Again, I haven't heard any bad advice from these guys. They're so good. You know, you know, kind of letting Steve come to the conclusions and reaffirming, you know, yes, you're coming to the right conclusion. You know, but Steve even talked about, man, I hit 3 unders in a row. I thought they were still going to be there, which, you know what? Wasn't the wrong thing for him to do. Powerful freaking
Oh, wow. That
face
went
off
in.
to take. Yeah. 1-0.
In play.
Yeah, and I
Super
know Vince.
powerful. If you blink, you miss it.
Vince is a great coach for Steve. You know, they found out a couple weeks ago that Vince was going to be the coach for the first half of the showdown. And so Steve's been messaging him almost every day.
I love it.
So they got a good relationship going, and so you can see their familiarity there, where Steve can say one thing, Vince says, "That's right, execute. Come on, we've talked about this already."
Yep. Makes a big difference. Some familiarity. Nice
Good
cross
ball.
straight, beautifully executed.
2-1.
Followed by zone cross there from Steve.
Got that North Carolina offense and defense showing up.
There you go,
2-all.
another cross straight. Now 2-1.
2-2.
Oh, 2-2. Sorry. Yes. Good block there.
In play.
Now, some of that a little rush there by Steve. I think him taking those back, setting that up a little more.
3-2.
Ooh.
Yep, 3-2 now. Marco kind of get that to flub in.
Yeah, bad contact with Steve. They're just knocking it off.
Yeah,
Hey,
a little too much power at times. Nice
4,
cut straight
2.
from Marco.
Steve needs to find a way to slow him down.
3,
Nice.
4.
I love it. That was good. Good
Maybe let us
transition.
go for a race.
Yeah. Yeah, transition forehand under for Steve there.
5,
Power
3,
left wall from Marco.
4,
Followed by
5.
another power right wall from Steve. Wow.
You asked me what I
5-4.
expected. It was all
yeah,
offense,
a lot of
baby.
offense. A lot of offense, and there ain't no quitting these guys. Nice cross.
point.
Crazy. Great complimentary combo.
Game point 4 for Marco. He can hold Steve off here and just be huge.
Wow.
Great job there by Steve to get that transition knock in.
Just a chase battle.
Yeah, game point 5 now.
In play.
Steve trying to battle his way back. Ooh,
Marco trying to go up
Super
2-0. Just needs one more point. Good hold.
good
Timeout
timeout
call.
there. I like it. Very, very good. He knows this is a huge, huge point. Stay up, 1
10
point.
seconds.
Keep Steven at 5.
In play.
Game point 5.
Oh,
Unforced error there.
little U-turn.
Yeah. Oh, good block on the over.
These
Good
guys suddenly
discipline.
start playing defense once a 6 is on the scoreboard.
Funny how that works. Trying to left wall bank. Marco was there.
Good holds from Steve.
Yep. Marco should have held that release a little
Game
bit.
point.
Right wall
Either way.
over.
Beautiful right wall over executed by Steve. It's now game point either way. Left
Game.
wall over
7-6.
from Marco to take game 2. He now leads 2-0. Perfect shot. Steve was not in too bad a position to block that. Just moved back just a hair.
Wow.
Yeah, well executed by Marco. Let's hear what Jacob has to say.
Hang on, try to find it.
It's a really hard shot to hit. It might be one that you have to practice it. So maybe if you feel it, then hit it. If not, don't force it. Okay. You can also get them. You were drifting it. You're doing a cross with it more left and back. You can do a cut right there too. But I think just keep that pressure on it. And the way to think about it is on defense, he's basically just trying to zone you off. So when you're hitting him with those edges, he can't.
Right.
And then if you really start kind of charging him, then that's when you can do that beautiful right wall. But don't forget out your unders. Basically just
Good job by our coach, Mr. Weissman there. Well said. Attack the
Possible
corners.
match game.
Yeah. it's basically saying, hey, that's where Steve's weakness is at. So,
Yeah,
all right.
if
Read it.
we didn't get a chance to hear it from Vince, but what do you tell Steve? 2 7-6 games in a row.
You know, I would have a feeling that he would say, man, you were just here like this against Brandon and you did it. There's no reason you can't do it again. You're even more familiar with this guy, so you easily could do it. And it's not like he was out of any of these games. He was in all the games. So mentally, there's no reason that Steven can't come back.
And play.
That's what I would have said.
Yeah, it's great advice. I think it always starts with confidence.
Yes.
Ready?
Yep.
And play.
Nice attempt there at the left wall over. Just couldn't get it to fall. Nice
One.
left bank there from Marco.
That shot's been great for Marco this
Yeah.
entire tournament.
Smooth, very smooth the way he hit it.
There,
He
brings
comes
it
right back with another one. Jeez. Giving Steven a little time extra time to think about that one. Now
Three.
falling with a cut
Marco
straight.
feels it.
Yeah, 3 in a row. Steve's got an uphill battle here to fight his way back to this. Came right back
Marco is
to it.
running downhill
Oh my God.
on this race to the finish line to win this set.
And play.
4-0. Again, where's he attacking? He's attacking those corners.
And play.
Exactly what Jacob was talking about. There's the cross. There's the other corner. The other 4 shots all on that other side. And he goes right back to the other side. It's beautiful.
One.
There you go. So
Five.
Steve now went back to his bread and butter. That blistering right wall. Ooh,
Left
nice.
wall.
I love
from
it.
Steve.
Yes. Powerful shot there.
2-5 still feels like a big lead. 3-5, not so much.
Yep.
Marco needs to get this point now.
Yep.
3,
Another
5.
good hard right bank from Steve. 5-3 now. Went back to the left wall. Look, he was trying to do an over. Lost possession there from Steve.
Timeout call.
Good timeout there from Marco. I think that's pretty important, get this momentum back a little bit. He was up 4-0, now it's 5-3, so it's kind of a 3-1 run by Steve.
Match point. 3.
Unfortunate there. Steve had a piece of it. It just rolled back in. Nice cross straight to
Great
finish
shot
it
from
off. Marco, in dominant fashion, that last game.
Quite convincingly.
Yeah, took it to Steve. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Good win there, sir. Very, very strong win. The first 2 games were tough, and then that last one, you went up big, 4-0, and Steve went on like a 3-run little run there.
He started marching back.
Yeah, but you fought him off,
Yeah.
And, he came back from being down 0-2 against Brandon.
Yeah.
And I think you probably thought about that, saying, this guy, is capable of doing that. I need to keep the, pedal to the metal.
I tried my hardest to not let him get in his groove. And, I faced Steve in 2 challenge matches prior to this, and he got me both times.
Yep.
So it feels good, and I know he's a no-quit mentality. So I had to freeze him a little bit and try to stay in my groove, stay in my forceful position.
So, I heard some of the advice that, Jacob gave you. I know attacking the corners, I thought was very good. You literally hit that, for offensive perspective, the first 3 shots, that left wall under, cut, then went right to the cross.
Yeah.
Beautiful, masterful. So, that right there just gets you a huge lead, almost instantaneous, right?
Right.
So, great job.
Thank you.
You have guaranteed yourself in the finals. Don't be content.
Oh, never.
Don't
Never.
lose that hunger. In fact, get hungrier than ever right now because you're one set away from winning this entire thing, and these other guys got to play a couple sets before they even make it back to you.
Exactly.
So you're in a great position to be, but don't like I said, get complacent.
Yeah.
All right.
100%. Thank you so
man.
much.
Good job.
I appreciate it.
Love the way you're playing, Marco.
Thank you.